What's up, guys? So I went to the Eternals world premiere at the Capitan Theatre in Hollywood, California last Monday. But if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this. It took me a bit to sort through all my photos and videos because I had some volunteer work I did this week, in case you were wondering why I didn't post this video sooner. But anywho, I did the same thing I did for the Shang-Chi premiere and wandered around the public area. But it was a bummer this time around because they had high fences with tarps covering them, making it almost a private event pretty much. I was wondering why they did this, but once the cast started showing up, I heard some pretty mean and nasty things being shouted, as well as some unwelcoming signs, so I can see why they put up the fences. There was definitely a security issue there. But being the problem solver that I am, I figured out a way to safely, legally, and respectably get some pics and videos to add to my new and growing movie premiere collection. And especially so for this movie because I'm so excited for the Eternals. The religious inspirations are really getting me interested. Now thankfully I was able to raise my camera above the fence and got some great footage of many of the actors. I didn't get all of them because it was hard to hunt down all 10 of them and the director and Kevin Feige and everybody, but I still got some good ones such as Angelina Jolie here. I didn't realize she had a lip and chin cuff on her until after I reviewed my footage because my screen was so small, and since it was like 4 feet in the air I could barely see what I was recording. But it looks really cool and it was really nice to actually see her in person this time around. And there were holes in the tarp here and there, so I was able to get like direct line of sight with my own eyeballs, so that was pretty cool. And I got some great footage of Lauren Ridloff as well, aka Makari. It was actually really nice seeing how excited and happy she was to be there. And kudos to Marvel Studios as well for not only representing more underrepresented demographics, but also people with disabilities. We definitely need to see more of that, and I'm glad Marvel Studios is putting that out there. And then of course I caught Richard Madden, aka Icarus. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't tell if he's going to be my favorite, but I definitely do love his suit. As you guys know from my figure review of him, the blue and gold looks spectacular. It's funny too, when he showed up at the entrance, he just darted in so fast I barely had time to even take pictures of him walking in, but I got some still. And then of course I saw Kumail Nanjiani as well, and he seems like such an awesome dude, and he's so grateful for this opportunity that he has to be with Marvel, and you can just tell in the interviews that he has and the way he speaks of it. And that outfit he was wearing was, looked fantastic. I mean, Simu's custom suit was pretty cool at the Shang-Chi premiere, but sorry Simu, you ain't got nothing on Kumail. And then of course I got some Kit Harington footage as well, aka Black Knight, which we don't know if he's gonna have his suit or not in the video. Well, some people already know because they've seen the movie, but for the rest of us, we have no idea, and I'd rather leave it that way until the movie comes out. But I'm also interested in seeing the love triangle between him, Cersei, and Icarus. And then of course I saw Kevin Feige, the man himself. And that hat though, I really wish the Disney store would bring back the Kevin Feige edition hats, because I wanted a Shang-Chi hat, and that Eternals hat, the back of his hat has this interesting, like glyphs or whatever for the Eternals. I need that hat, yos. I need that hat. And then there was Don Lee, aka Gilgamesh, and man, he was huge. He's like hulking, man. I'd love to see Gilgamesh go up against the Hulk. I think that would be extremely entertaining to watch. He had a really sweet looking suit as well. I love that shimmer of that blue there, although I'm interested he didn't choose green, but still looked good either way. And then I also got some footage of Salma Hayek, and man, did she light up the carpet. I mean, people went nuts when Angelina showed up, but man, they really went nuts when Salma showed up. It was pretty interesting, and she took control of the carpet when she showed up. I mean, you want to talk about star power, that was star power right there. She's very lively and fun to watch as well. Definitely a lot of energy. Can't wait to see her in the movie. And speaking of action figures, her figure and Icarus's figure are my favorite because they have the blue and gold that just looks fantastic, and lo and behold, I caught video of both of them together interviewing, and it was just pretty awesome. It was definitely fun to watch. It was just, I don't know, it was perfect coincidence or something. I mean, sure, you can watch their interview on screen, but for me, I get a kick out of seeing behind the scenes, because you never usually see that. And of course, saving the best for last, Gemma Chan, aka the woman of the hour, and from what I heard, the closest you get to a lead in the Eternals movie, which I give another kudos to Marvel Studios for, because not only are they engaging in representation again, but they're double dipping in both the Asian representation and female representation, so mega shout out. And of course, she looked gorgeous in that white dress, one could say even looking like an angel. And something interesting I noticed about the way Gemma Chan interviews that the others didn't quite do is when she's interviewing with somebody, she like gently locks eyes with them and she rarely strays away from them. It's like when you're interviewing her in that moment in time, you are the center of her world and no one else exists. So I found that kind of interesting. Nothing wrong with the way others do. I mean, I don't interview like that, but she almost seems to be the living personification of her Astrid character from Crazy Rich Asians. I think somebody nailed the casting there. Now, I was trying hard to find them, but for some reason I just couldn't find Sprat or Fastos, so I don't know where they were. I think they were too fast or something. And of course, if anyone was wondering, Barry Keoghan, aka Drew, he didn't show up to the premiere, so that's why he is missing. And then at the very end, when all the interviews were done, they had an official full cast reveal with fireworks and everything. And well, I'll just be quiet and let you guys enjoy it. Okay, so at this point I kind of messed up here because I thought they were going to just walk right off stage immediately after the final, like, here's the Eternals. So I quickly brought my camera down to adjust my zoom because I had to manually do that. And just as I did that, the final closing fireworks went off and I didn't know they were going to do that and I missed it and I was like, no. But thanks to my newfound friend who goes by EXP Mace on TikTok and on Instagram, he got solid footage of the closing fireworks and he sent it to me to be able to show you guys. So definitely give him a follow because wow, the footage he got was fantastic. Now that was an epic closing ceremony, which is probably pretty fitting for a movie that likely is going to be very epic in scale. Now, if you're wondering how I got my footage, well, thanks again to EXP Mace and one of my super awesome followers, KO Zatan, who happened to be there. You can see exactly how I filmed it. I brought a monopod, which is usually used to stabilize a shot when on the move. Many sports and nature photographers use them, but I ended up turning it into a really big selfie stick for my DSLR, and it worked out and no one cared. cared. The police even walked right past me. Some even waved at it. And that's how I knew it was A-okay to do. Because I believe in being respectful for these type of things. So if they had said no, then, well, wouldn't have had all this footage. So thankfully, they didn't care. And I was wondering what it looked like on the other end from the carpet view, and Andy Park, aka Marvel Studios Director of Visual Development, happened to capture it in the background of one of his Instagram posts. That's my camera right there. Kinda cool. And kinda weird looking. And it seemed to be very easy to spot, as the majority of the actors actually made eye contact with it. Kumail in particular seemed very, what the heck is that, when he saw it, which, I don't know, it's kind of cool. I get a kick of that. So, and with that in mind, technically this camera is now the camera that most of the cast of the Eternals have made direct eye contact with. Looks like I'm never going to sell this camera, even if it breaks. Anyways, guys, I am so happy I went to the premiere despite the big tarped up fences. The energy and excitement in the air was just so uplifting, and it's really hard to put into words just how powerful the moment felt. And the event was almost like an impromptu fan convention, and the excitement in all these premieres inspiring people is just a joy to see. In fact, I saw a bunch of complete strangers suddenly strike up a conversation purely from the excitement of the premiere, which was as awe-inspiring as the premiere itself. I myself made a few new friends thanks to it. You guys know who you are. Although it would have been even better if I was invited to the premiere, it still was an awesome experience, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Anywho dudes, hopefully I can make it to the next premiere. I'm not actually sure which one it'll be, since Spider-Man is considered a Sony movie, and it may actually premiere in London because of Tom Holland, but who knows? And hopefully I'll get the time off to go to these premieres in the future, saying I find a job, because getting that first job right out of college is proving to be, just as everyone says, difficult. But the future is unknown, and I'll just play it by ear. Anywho, thanks for joining me on my Eternals premiere journey. Hopefully it satisfies your Eternals hunger until the movie comes out. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Thank you for this.
Oh, you're welcome.
So now that Captain Rogers and Iron Man are both gone, who do you think's gonna lead the Avengers?
I could lead them.